Okay. And we are starting. I believe we're starting. Wanna check and make sure we're not running into any problems. And I think it's going properly. All right, well, doesn't look like anyone's here, but I was kind of expecting it. Don't have a lot of subscribers, don't have a lot of people I was doing this. Short notice. So anyways, I didn't want to play this game by myself. This is probably my most anticipated game this year. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm a huge, huge fan of the first two games. And ever since that Kickstarter happened, I've been wanting this something fierce. And I was so happy. They said they were going to be sending out the trials in the last half of September. They really meant it, too. Like, we're just going to wait right till the end. Just leave it on the weekend. But I have been pumped to actually be able to play this, and pumped that it's coming out this year, provided we don't start pulling another Square Enix situation where we delay it every time it gets a couple of weeks close to launch. Regardless, I think we're going to go ahead and start. Don't really have anyone to see if I'm having any audio issues or any nonsense like that. I'm not really getting anything for dropped frames. Speaking of, I am going to be running this stream in 720. I don't trust my computer, and I don't trust my streaming abilities enough to run it in full 1080. I'm pretty sure I can do it with the hardware and the network I have. I'm absolutely positive I can, but I don't trust it. So just for this initial stream, I'm going to go ahead and run it in 720, including the game too. I have not played the game yet. I've only opened it once so I could adjust the settings, make sure everything's running fine. Really hoping I don't run into any issues, but we'll see. Okay. Close out some of this, and let's go. Okay. And we already might be... Oh, no, there is. Okay. So let's see. We're already running into problems. Fantastic. I adjusted the audio a few times. I don't think it's going to be too loud. It might be loud on my end, because I have the volume maxed out on my headset. Hang on a sec. But the actual audio should be just fine for the game. Okay. And even when I was adjusting the options, I'm absolutely positive the game's main menu isn't going to look like this. But that's some serious impact font. Oh my. Anyways, yeah, like I already said, I'm going to run it in 720, whatever. I think the game should run just fine. Okay. By the way, I had chills first time I heard this. Oh my gosh, Shenmue, such a good soundtrack. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Now, from what I read, the preview just takes you to Bailu Village. There's a bunch of mini games you can play. Lots of stuff you can do. You get pretty much about an hour to play through everything. But once you get to a certain story point and combat scenario, the demo will just flat out end. So I'll probably run into that on accident. They recommended a controller, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. I never played a Shenmue game with a keyboard anyways, but anyway. Let's see. Okay. And not even a step forward. Also, I was thinking of hitting the D-pad first because, Shenmue. My God.
Yeah? think we should split up and look for the bookie. I'll search from here to the village square. You go from the village square to the next settlement.
Got it. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
What a pretty game. Yeah, I'm sitting here like, oh, I should use the D-pad. Maybe I can move with that. No. Let's go! Check out that run. Let's see. Oh, look at that journal. Let's see. Find the bookie with a facial scar. Okay. Let's get going. What do we got here? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're gonna do it.
A game can't hurt.
No, it can't. Time to blow all your money. Oh, yeah, they did say they were gonna have vouchers for... I'm not sure how to feel about that, but whatever. I'm guessing it's not just a thing that they're just selling for pre-orders, because I noticed, like, oh, you pre-order, you get some vouchers in order to get the gacha toys. Yay.
This one is interesting.
I think it would be really cool if they found a way to make it so you could bring all your Shenmue 2 stuff over. That'd be great. Oh, kind of speeds it up. So it's not just opening each capsule individually. All right. What about this one?
Try.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Drew, stand next to it. Oh, no. That might be the actual cash. These ones are just more expensive. So used to all the capsule toys costing 100 yen each, huh? Oh, that was just sitting inside a capsule toy.
I see.
I see, too. Let me just pull this straight out of this thing. Yeah, do another one. I'm curious. It's so big. Does he assemble it on the spot? Is it like a Kinder Egg? Okay, we gotta stop wasting time. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. Lists the different places you can get stores from. I was about to get toys from. Neat. Yeah, I noticed that too. That's kind of the big thing. You know, I don't think it's a terrible idea, and if you think about it, kind of think about it, the original games kind of had a base, 640 by 480 aspect ratio on the Dreamcast. I don't remember if Shenmue 2 on the Xbox actually attempted widescreen. It might have, if you used composite cables. But regardless, I think this makes sense from a camera standpoint, just with it zoomed back more. Mainly just because the widescreen. I think it makes sense for a camera like this. It does lose a bit of the personal touch with the previous games, where everything felt very up close, very real, especially when you were going to inspect stuff. Speaking of...
This is...
Oh, is this a map?
Guess I'll take it.
Cool. Yep.
Get rich quick? Are herbs really worth that much? Guess I'll take it.
Wonder, curious how saving's gonna work in the full game, because Shenmue 2, you could save scum the absolute crap out of it. Actually, actually, bring that up. I want to see the controls. There isn't, can I not bring up the options in-game? Oh, there it is. Actually, let me check the options. Maybe there's a way to... Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for... normal. Not seeing anything for a camera, and I kind of doubt, just from all the promotional material, too, I doubt there's a way to switch it right from the get-go. I imagine if enough people asked for it, they would, because I also heard the game's getting a season pass. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Okay.
Hi there.
I've heard about you. You're Shenmue's friend, aren't you?
The name's Hazuki.
Oh, you look strong. A young man like you needs a snake power.
Snake?
Did you say snake? Tonic?
That's exactly what he said.
Snake venom fermented for 3 months. It's just
Yeah,
one
no
of the
problem, Stacks.
medicines that'll help you in battle. It'll fix you up good.
I think it would make sense if they implemented it later. I just don't think the launch version will have it.
I always sell it here in my shop in case
We
you
never really
forget.
saw it in any promotional material. Okay, so can I look around the shop and... Oh. Why did that prompt come up? Weird. Can I buy corn?
What's this?
It's corn. I can't buy corn. But I can check it and have him be extremely curious about what it is. I'm sure he won't mind. You got a very limited time to play this demo. Yeah, but I can open all these drawers, so... Alright. I doubt we're gonna find much of anything in the drawers. So...
Surprised to see this in China too.
But why? They're Russian dolls. They're everywhere. Get out of my knife drawer! Oh, sorry, jeez. Yeah. So, besides the capsule toy... There's a lot of stuff to look at in here. Neat. Besides the capsule toys, I'm not seeing much of anything, and I'm basically running out of time already. Got a tanning rack. Let's see. Oh, what's going on down here? Oh.
Hey, Bud, over here. You can't play unless you buy some tokens.
Okay.
Buy some tokens if you want to play.
That's just an incredibly Shenmue thing. Hey, buddy, do a thing. All right, okay. You better do the thing.
Excuse me.
Yo, need some tokens?
Actually, I need help with something. Do you know a bookie with a scar on his face?
Ain't nobody like that around here, man.
No?
Bookies need good looks too. Helps close the deals. And the ladies will just run if you look too scary.
Okay then.
Right.
Excuse me.
Hello there. Welcome. Care for some lucky hit? This is Circle 1.
There's something I want to ask. Do you know a bookie with a scar on his face?
Sorry, I don't know who that would be. Hey, how about some lucky hit? I know you want to.
This is...
Hi there.
Oh, okay. There's separate buttons to do both, so you don't just have to
Do you have your
sift
eyes on
through
one or on me?
sift through conversations to do it. But I didn't buy any tokens. Wow, all of these have incredibly crap chances at winning.
How much are you betting?
We'll go 50.
Step right up for lucky hit. I do Circle 1 here.
I have no faith in my lucky hit skills anymore. There. Nope, no good. Oh, maybe good. Possible. Nope. 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 Okay. Okay. Nope. Do I get one more? I get one more. I noticed that at the bottom with the stamina and the health. That's what I was thinking it must have been.
It's no fun if you quit already.
It absolutely
Just
is.
one more.
No, I do not feed into gambling gambling habits unless I can save scum them. Thank you. That's hi.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, wanna have a drink with me?
Sounded less like a and more of a
Seems like
Step
you've
right
already
up
had
for a
a
lucky
few.
hit.
Excuse me, ma'am, I'm having a conversation. It's very important.
I'm not drunk. Who said that?
Right. What is this one?
Excuse me.
Hey there, come to play? I recommend Bailu Village's own turtle racing.
Actual turtle
Do
racing.
you know a bully
Great.
with a scar on his face?
Say what? Oh, you mean Xuan?
Where can I find him?
He's in the village square doing business. Xuan's a good guy. I owe him because he gave me permission to do business here.
I see. Turtle races, huh?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm
what?
curious enough.
I recommend Bailu Village's own turtle racing.
But, good sir, you already told me this.
How much will you put down?
We'll do 50 again.
Which turtle will it be? Come on now, give this a shot.
Listen to them squeak. It's gotta be this one. Go! Come on! Oh, do I have to keep mashing the buttons? Oh, I actually have control over this? Oh, you keep doing it in whistles to make him go faster. Ah, okay. Gives him a little encouragement. I'm gonna break my thumbs doing this. Go, little guy! I believe in you! I shouldn't have this kind of control over a turtle race. Oh, I'm gonna break my thumbs already, and I haven't even gotten into combat. Okay.
Bro, go again?
I can't imagine you can constantly keep doing that. I mean, of course, you can hate your thumbs for it. But to have that kind of direct input over a game of chance,
This is the only way to get rich quick in Bailu.
he might be right. Is it time to play Roll the Dice? I don't see anyone here, though, so. More lucky hit. Oh, are you Roll the Dice?
Dice.
How about a game of
Roll it on
Roll
top.
It on top?
With Ryu constantly asking, please,
Place your
please.
bet.
No.
How much will it be?
This is how I made all my money in Shenmue 2, though.
My turn.
Oh,
Total of
yikes.
9. Sorry.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Come on.
Yep.
Total of 8. My apologies. You can still come back. Will you keep playing? Place your
Yeah,
bet.
yeah, once
How
more.
much
And then I'm
will
gonna
it be?
find something else to actually do before my time runs out.
My turn.
Oh, I have a good chance.
5. I don't feel good about that roll.
And I'm gonna get 2 ones. Here we go. Oh, good.
Total of 8. Congratulations. Your luck is reliable. Will you keep playing?
No, I got my money back. I'm fine.
Maybe some other time.
See you then.
again, if it looks like if I really wanted to get money in this, I could just go break my thumbs in the turtle races. All right. I barely explored any of this. This is a problem. All right. I'm just going back here. Unless I can find something over here. Nope. Oh. Just yank that whole thing out. Yep. Just putting that in my pants. So I'm curious, if you can pick up ingredients like that, you might be able to cook something? Or maybe it's just a trade-in so you're not only selling capsule toys. Let's see. Can I jump this? I cannot jump this. Oh, I just casually have 30 pairs in my back pocket. Good. Good. I like this. Good. Okay. But yeah, just the scope of this impresses me so much, just with how limited it was on the Dreamcast. Just seeing these nice big open areas you can run around and explore. It's great. It's great. And it looks fantastic. Over-exaggerated character models. It's great. Alright, what else can we do?
Zhu Xiong?
Hey!
Do you know a bookie with a scar on his face?
Ah, right. The Pale Toss guy. I'd never forget that mug of his.
Thanks.
Bookie of the Pale Toss. Oh, can I practice with these? Game's not saying I can.
Hello and welcome. Oh, did you come alone today?
Yes. Do you know a bookie with a scar on his face?
Shh. My husband will hear you.
What?
He's a gambler at heart, but I'm trying to reel him in. I won't let him start playing again. At least, not on my watch.
Does
that topic is off limits here.
Does this have
Sorry to bother you.
does this have anything to do with what we were talking about? Oh, apparently she knows a lot about bookies. Oh, okay. All right. And time to figure out how to get around a bench. Perfect. What am I hearing? Oh, that's an interesting way for stores to work. We're just on a trust system. I like the idea of Ryo just shoving a crap ton of red peppers in his face. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, oh, I'm hitting the subtract button. Do it. But Drew, this is an Xbox controller, not a Dreamcast controller. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about Shenmue. It's about the over-stylized characters, because all the main characters usually look fine, but all the side characters, NPCs, and everything else, I've always loved the art direction of them. It gives Shenmue this unique identity where you can look at these characters and you can always say, those are Shenmue. Every time. Ah. Is this the Pale Toss?
Excuse me.
Hey there, lad. How about a game?
Look at those cheekbones.
A scarred face. This must be the guy.
Huh? You say something?
There's something I want to ask.
So what? You're not here to play?
I'm looking for someone who's seen those thugs.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
That guy is not me.
Can I find him?
I'll tell you after we play.
Okay.
Lately, I'm not as good as I used to be.
I doubt that.
Why don't we let our throws...
Anytime you talk to anyone who played darts in Shenmue 1, I'm not so good. I'm just going to throw 3 perfect games all at once. I'm not good. Fight. Let's see. We're actually going to fight him? Just hit the buttons.
Maybe some other time.
Oh.
Excuse.
Hey there!
I'm looking for
Beat.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Just hit the buttons. Try pressing the right trigger. Alright. Let's see. I'm desperately pushing forward and punch and kick to try to do the shadow step. It's not working. Oh, that's a tornado kick. Okay.
What was that?
Okay, so I got 2 different kinds of punches, 2 different kinds of kicks. So that is definitely different from the first. Oof, yeah. Yeah, gonna have to practice on this fighting.
Yeah, Kung Fu. Go train at Marshall Hall.
Right, Marshall Hall.
I like that, relearned all about the 4 Woo-Do, learned all these martial art techniques, got all these advanced scrolls, and he's just like, darn, lost against the first hobo I saw. Better go train. And just writes that down. I'm no match for this guy. I'm just the worst. Okay, well, you did terrible. I'm gonna force you to eat all the red peppers. There we go. So, yeah, I guess I'll do some training. I'm insanely curious on this combat. Can I look at my techniques? Skill books. Oh, here we go. Still got Tiger Knuckle. Yeah, double blow. There we go. Trigger an A. Lightning Strike, Oblique Slam, Pit Blow! Yep, there we go. I was about to say, so it's the left trigger, so it's no longer pressing in the direction. See, that's the thing I loved about Shenmue 1 and 2, is Shenmue 1 and 2 gave you vague hints on how to do the combos, telling you how to move your body properly, and that played into the actual controls. It said move your body forward and let out your fist, I was about to say, and that lets you know, okay, I should push forward and hit the fist button. Shenmue's combat was incredibly unique in that regard, where you could learn the combos on your own. Or you could cheat and look down at the VMU, but I digress. Okay, so I do have double blow, pit blow. They're my favorite moves in the whole game. Let's see. Stab armor, hey. That Yo Hazuki brought back from China. Big wheel! So there's quite a good variation of Shenmue 1 and 2 techniques in here. And some of them level up and have combos. Interesting. Very interesting. Only techniques marked with... Oh, so these are the only ones that can get upgraded. Okay, and stars mean that you master them. These are all just basic ones. I do like that the skill books are just like, Ryu, you're a martial arts expert, but it's okay. You know how to jab. Skill book edit. Oh, okay, so you can edit your shortcuts in here. Neat. There's equipment slots. What are these ones for? Huh. Okay. Use auto attack. Oh, it's got like a... It's like an auto attack. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. I guess if you really don't want to play the combat? Huh. Only a few capsule toys. I still wish there was some way to bring all your Shenmue 2 stuff over. That'd be amazing. Especially since you can get Shenmue 1 and 2 on the PC, but, you know, Sega Yu Suzuki on Shenmue 3 specifically. It's just a bunch of confusing nonsense. Anyways, I have a map. Why don't we look at that? Why don't we look at that? Is there a button I gotta push for it? Should probably look at the controls, shouldn't you, Drew? Memo pad. I am not seeing the controls for looking at the map. But I have one. What do we got here? You're reverberating off of my headset. I'm getting away from you. Ow. Oof. Okay, so this obviously has to be it.
Do you have a second?
What do you need?
How do I get to Marshall Hall?
It's up on the vantage point. Head over the bridge towards Shenhua's and it'll be on the way.
Towards Shenhua's? Oh, I remember now.
What's up? Do you want to start training?
Not exactly. Thanks, though.
I don't need training. I'm just gonna go. Okay, so... yes, that is what that is.
Maybe I'll talk to a few folks around here.
Oh, I guess we're not. Maybe it's over here.
Let's have a look around here.
Nope, I guess not. Maybe it's actually up by where he was. That'd make the most sense because they have the training pools out there. Nope. There is an immovable cart in the way, and I can't get by. You don't mess with those carts. Okay, maybe it's this person's garage. Definitely this person's garage. Hello?
Hello? I guess nobody's home.
I guess I'm just talking to a door. Okay. Okay, so if we can find Shenhua, we can find vantage point. Is it back here then? Again, this would be better if I... Oh, I have maps! What am I even doing? Hang on. Thanks. Back. Okay. So that is quite the walk. Perhaps they're out? I kind of want to zoom into the map. Any way to do that? No? No? Okay. No, pushing up and down pretty much does the same thing the left and right trigger do. So, we are just going to walk up the hill all the way over there, I'm guessing. My favorite part of Shenmue 1 and 2 was when Ryu ran around for about 5 minutes and went, "Whew, I'm beat. Time to eat a red pepper." Of course, I mean, I roleplayed all the time and just went, "Whew, I'm beat. Time to drink this grape soda." Ah, well, this looks like the spot.
Looks like I can practice horse stance here.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Let's do it.
Horse stance, huh? Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Maybe you will. Wonder if this is just going to be a quick time event. It makes sense. Okay. Might as well look at the instructions. Line your arms with the guiding lines. Your max HP increases the more you practice Kung Fu. Oh, so I just got to keep it even. Okay. And if I squat hard enough, I'll know better Kung Fu. Kind of surprised the line isn't moving. I am noticing I need to push it more, and Ryu's handstance is getting a little wonky. I'm guessing his health bar over there is his stamina, and I'm guessing this is taking up time, which is that thing in the right-hand corner. And I'm going to stop explaining game mechanics and just play the game, because reasons. Neat.
Maybe I'll practice some more.
And because I did my squats, I'm
Maybe later.
slightly better at Kung Fu. What other stances do we got? Nope, I got a cutscene about this one too.
I could practice my 1-inch punch. Sure, I'll give it a shot.
But you need to wait for me to tell you to give it a shot.
Maybe I'll give it a shot.
How do we do this one? Same thing. Heck of a lot more stat management this time around. Since this is only a demo, I'm not quite sure how to feel about it, especially since this is obviously not going to be the beginning of the game. I mean, you know, last time we left Shenmue 2, we're like, alright, let's just walk in the forest for a little bit and, you know, kind of regulate the worst part of the game to the very end, and oh, is that sword flying? And that was Shenmue 2. Well, that definitely leveled that up a lot.
Should I keep going?
Nah, that'll be it.
I'll save it for later.
I do like that the notebook keeps track of where everything is. Now, of course, a lot of the appeal of Shenmue 1 and 2 was you got used to the town, you got used to being in Duisha, and you got used to, you know, recognizing the maps, the environments, the quickest routes to get to everything. But with a much bigger map, you're going to have more to do, so it makes sense to keep notes like this. And it's still not hand-holding. It's just to remind you.
This is a name tag from one of the students here. Shen Sun. What's a bookie's name doing on one of these cards?
Shen Sun. Shen Sun was another who traveled a great distance to train here.
The bookie who runs the Pale Toss game?
Indeed. He even earned the rank of Second Dwan at Martial Hall. I don't know where he went wrong, but he's been reduced to a lowly, ruined bookie now.
And he still kicked your ass, Ryo.
Sadly, his passion and drive left him.
but not his ability to punch.
Pardon me.
Ah, young Hazuki. Have you come to train?
Actually, I just have a question.
A martial artist has no need for small talk. Only for training.
That's a load of bull.
Do you understand?
Yes.
No.
Even
This man's never seen a Jet Li movie.
Keep training.
I understand. Excuse me.
Here to train? Have you come to spar or fight one of the monks? Which will it be?
Might as well just spar.
I have the perfect sparring partner for you. This is Red Tiger. You may start immediately.
Right now! We're doing this right now! Okay. So... Oh, what was that? I have no idea what that was. Okay. So I take it that's just a quick block from the looks of it. Yep. It's just to dodge and evade. The combo system's so weird, though. So you push the buttons quick and it does the move, but of course if you slowly do it, it does the other moves. Oh, your use of skills is too sluggish. Right. My kung fu is still better.
What say you? Will you keep going?
I want to say I was missing a button prompt. So yeah, I kind of want to try again. Let me see. Oh, I think I got a... Okay, so it's the elbow assault that it's doing it for. It's just kind of letting me know when to do it. Okay, I get it now. Okay. So that's that auto move that I set. All right. Now it makes sense. I might have to turn that feature off because that's a little annoying for combat. Kind of automatically lines himself up when he's doing it too. Pit blow. Okay. I now have a better understanding of how the combat works. I'm certain I might be able to beat him now.
Come back anytime. I'll be waiting.
Excuse me.
No, I wanted to check the journal.
Have you which
None of the above. Let me step out of this man's way so I can look at the journal. That's really the only disadvantage I see to them making talking and doing an activity two different buttons now, is you can't immediately check the journal when you're next to someone. That's weird.
It won't be worth anything if I don't eat.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So what happens if you don't have any food? Do you just pass out? Shenhua picks you up. She's like, oh, you poor thing. At least food seems to be inexpensive. Oh, hang on.
Hello, Leo.
Hey, Leo.
How do I get to Marshall Hall?
Weren't you just there?
On the way here from Shenhua's house.
It is? Oh, right.
It's
I'm
right up at the vantage point. You can't miss it.
I'm so forgetful.
Thank you.
You mind telling me where that was again? I didn't write it down. I'm nothing without this journal. Okay, it's getting pretty late, and if I recall correctly, the demo ends after about an hour of walking around and exploring, so... I leveled up one whole skill. Let's see if my martial arts holds up to the disgraced, lowly, pale bucket champion.
Hey there!
I'm looking for someone who's seen those thugs.
Beat me, and I'll tell you.
You're on.
Let's try this again. Ooh, knocked him over. So wait a minute, do I not... Okay, so that's how I switch these. Do I not have a grapple? Nope, still got my butt kicked.
Aw, too bad, kiddo.
I'm not sure how to feel about this new combat.
Go train at Marshall Hall, and we'll start over.
Marshall Hall, huh?
You have quite the southern drawl there, my friend.
Hey there!
I'm looking for...
Beat me.
Oh, I like that it gives you the reminder. It's like, hey, by the way, let's make sure this isn't an assured thing where you lose.
You're on.
Trying this one more time, and then, I guess we'll go do more training if not. So does the right trigger just kind of pick the best move for this? He just ragdolls into the ground. Nice. Got him.
You're pretty good.
Hey, you're pretty
Not
good.
yet.
Okay.
Okay, I think I can recall something.
Now that you beat it out of me.
So, where can I find someone who saw the thugs?
Oh, right. Witnesses. Talk to the bookie running Flower, Bird, Wind, and Moon. They gave her some trouble.
And where is she?
I've only seen him when out drinking. Have no idea where he'd be now.
Perhaps they're out? Oh. Whoops. I guess that was the one fight. Well, huh. Good thing it didn't just close the demo. I kind of want to play that a little more. I'm, some bizarre, odd changes aside, I'm liking what I'm seeing and playing. It feels like a natural progression towards Shenmue. Without leaning towards the side of something like Yakuza, where Yakuza is a lot more over the top, with combat that was way more responsive. But yeah, I like what I'm playing. That combat's something I gotta get used to, and I'm pretty sure it's just because they kind of throw you in the middle of it in a section of the game where you're obviously going to be, you know, not fully prepared for anything like that. You're probably going to have a lot more training, a lot more techniques by the time you're actually in that part of the game. Huh. Well then. I want to play a little bit more of that. There's definitely stuff I didn't see. I'm curious if you can skip cutscenes. I guess I can go back to the title screen. No.
Hey, Shenhua.
Yeah?
I think we should split up and look for the bookie.
Yeah.
I'll search from here to the village square. You go from the village square to the next settlement.
So...
Got it. I'll see you later.
Huh.
Yeah.
I find it weird you can't skip cutscenes. And... Alright, yeah, you know, Shenmue game. Couldn't skip cutscenes in the other two, really. You could skip ahead in dialogue. Which I'm finding I think you can only really do in this if you've already spoken to the person about it. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff I didn't see yet. And I most certainly want to.
Excuse me.
Look at that face! That's the...
Do you know a bookie with a
Oh,
scar
it just
on
automatically...
Who's that now?
I'm looking for a bookie with a scar on his face.
Oh, you mean the man who runs the Pale Toss?
Can I actually play the Pale Toss?
Judge a book by its cover. That man just looks crooked. Be careful not to get cheated.
Got it. Thanks a lot.
Well, who knows? I just had to speak to one old man and I could skip ahead and everything.
Excuse me.
No! Dang it.
I'll come back. I'll give it a try.
But, I'm, quite curious on... You know, I just lost my train of thought. Never mind. Too busy buying capsule toys. See, I could definitely believe that Chen would fit inside one of those capsule toys. Unlike the freaking huge-ass construction vehicles. I get another one? Oh, it's Inai!
This is cool.
Inai-san. It's cute. Kind of a bit lore-breaking, wondering what it's doing all the way out here. Ryo, did you know that your game series is so popular we made actual toys out of you? It's true, and you can buy them in the middle of, China. All the way out here. Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Let's have a look around here first.
I really can't go up there, huh? Maybe there wasn't much I missed then. I'm kind of sad there isn't a durian option. I would make Ryo hate himself enough to eat a durian. To eat 12 durians. Okay, so I gotta tell this story for when I actually had a durian, because this was an experience. So, I went to go visit a friend in Manhattan, and while I was there, we took a drive out to Chinatown, and one of the street vendors was out there, had a bunch of little wire baskets full of durians, and I had no idea what they were at the time. So I kind of pointed out, I'm like, what is that? And my friend said, oh, that's a durian. I'm like, I have no idea what that is. And he starts laughing. I'm like, oh no, here we go. And he goes up, and he asks the guys, like, oh, can we get a sample of the durian? And the first thing that I noticed was the smell. The smell was... It smelled like when he cut it open, it smelled like a rotting pumpkin that got left on the side of the road in the city. It was dreadful, absolutely dreadful. And he cuts this thing open, and it's kind of got this like taffy consistency to it when you open it up, goop it out, and it looks like rotting pumpkin. So he gets this little cup with a wooden spoon, scoops a little bit of it in there, and hands it over to me. And both him and my friend are just staring at me. They are waiting for me to eat this. They want to know my reaction. So I eat it, and immediately my gag reflexes just kick in, and I spit it out right there on the spot. My friend's just like, oh, so how was it? I just look at him like I would eat that wooden spoon completely before I take another bite of that ever again. Just, wow. So that's the durian story.
Hello? I guess nobody's home.
The moral of it is just never eat durian in your life. Nothing good will come out of it. Okay, so what else can I do? Play more Lucky Hit, and this is the spot where I fight him. Okay. So, can I win that car that's made out of Legos? And bananas. And, what's that? Is that a thing I can pick? Yep. Licorice. Licorice. No,
Excuse me.
it's licorice.
Oh, hello. How about a game of lucky?
That mustache on that man is amazing.
Not right now.
Come on, try it.
I'm looking for a bookie with a scar on his face.
You already know where he is.
Where can I find him?
He's the stone toss guy over there.
Got it. Thanks a lot. Lucky Hit.
Hello. Will you try Lucky Hit?
Absolutely. Can I win that car?
Now then, pick a platform.
Oh, no betting for this one. It's just a one-time thing. Okay. Here. Not good. Not good. Oh, yeah.
It happens.
It sure does.
Again? Now then, pick a platform.
This is the alternate reality Ryu in this playthrough where he does have a gambling problem. I'm gonna win that car. That better be what I get. Come on. No, 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 no. Yes! Come on. Heard. Yeah! I got the car. Heck yeah!
Have the tides changed? You'll keep going, won't you?
To what? Win another car?
Maybe some other time.
Hope to see you again soon.
No, I just want to look at it. There we go. Neat. Purchase price, 17. Can I sell things? Are there pawn shops all the way out here? I imagine in the full game there are, and I also imagine that I've seen that you can do odd jobs and everything for money in this. I actually looked at that and I was like, isn't there a woodcutting minigame? Pretty sure I saw it on Twitter. Maybe I can talk to him about it.
Excuse me.
What is it?
Oh, yep, there it is.
I hear I can earn some money here.
If you're chopping, I'm paying.
Chopping wood?
Yeah. Will you do it?
Can I play Fable 2? Hell yes, I can. Alright. Hit dead center and... Hit dead center and liven things up. Yeah! Alright. Oh.
Yes.
Yes. This guy's just gonna watch me do it?
That's it.
No one's tending to his store?
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
Keep hitting it like that.
That's it.
Hi there, Tyler. Thank you for coming.
Yes.
I definitely didn't hit that one.
That's it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
Jackie! You missed the wood.
Yes. Oops.
Oh. I was thinking I might be able to just mad button push it, because it looked like he was facing it every single time.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it. Yes.
I might just be able to mash A.
Good.
It looks like it.
Yes.
Oh, me too, Tyler. I am pumped to finally play this next month. I cannot wait. This has been a dream come true for me. I already played through it once. I didn't know that the one fight was just going to straight up end the demo. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, you didn't try everything, but thanks for playing. But, yeah, this is... I didn't really have a highly anticipated list of games this year. This was definitely one of them. This is probably my top. My second is Indivisible, which comes out next week. I can't wait to play that. Yeah, that's a way to earn money.
No, I'm good.
But, yeah, I think it'll do well, too. Despite all the nonsense controversy. Okay, so I guess we should talk the elephant in the room with this game and the whole Epic Game Store stuff. Now, my personal preference on the Epic Game Store... Okay. Not as vitriolic as everyone else. As a matter of fact, I think they're doing pretty well for themselves. However, I think people who went ahead with making the deal with Epic, and for indie devs, completely understandable that they were going to go ahead and make the deal. Absolutely. I think promising Steam keys and then going, yeah, but no, we're going Epic instead. No, that's just a bad PR move there. Now, of course, I say this, and of course, all these people are, especially with Shenmue 3, they're like, no, I want a refund now. I don't want to do this. Or, I'm going to wait my year for my Steam key. What was that? I think it lagged when my background changed. And, okay. I got to say this. Gamers are awful at boycotting things. Just incredibly terrible. No matter what, all these games coming out on Epic, they're going to sell well. Absolutely. And it's a good platform for indie games. As a matter of fact, I was completely supportive of Epic when they first announced it. They were showing off Metro, and it was only going to be $50. While it was $60 everywhere else. I was like, oh yeah, if someone didn't care about not having Steam's community features, and they just wanted to play the game, and hey, you can get it for $10 less, yeah, that's great. That's a good deal. And that would drive people to their platform. Absolutely. The whole exclusives thing, I'm hit and miss about. For one, it's great to see games, especially like Shenmue 3. get as much funding as it can to make the best game ever. Because even Yu Suzuki himself
Practice horse stance here.
came forward and said, you know, the game could use more money. There's a lot more we want to develop, a lot more things we want to put in. And they managed to do it.
I'll give it a shot.
And just even judging from what I'm playing, I'm really looking forward to playing this whole game. I can't wait. It's running surprisingly well on my computer. I probably should have went... See, I wanted to go for the PS4 version because I wanted a nice hard copy of the game. Nice physical, pop it in the console and play it. I thought when they were going to do the PC version, they were going to make it so it was DRM free. It's not. You're getting a case that's got a download code in it. Pretty much any physical game you'd get nowadays has the same thing. And that just disappointed me. So I was like, I'll get a PS4 version. This plays great on PC, though. I haven't run into any big hiccups or anything. In the email they sent out, they were saying that some users' operating systems could cause problems. I haven't run into anything yet. I'm running the game maxed out. It's only in 720. Again, that's just kind of for the purposes of the stream. I'm fairly positive this game will run in 1080 just fine on this computer. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna play it on. I was about to say I can't wait. I can't wait. But back to the Epic nonsense. It's all hit and miss.
Should I keep going?
My overall stance on Epic is I can't wait until the day where they actually make good reasons to use the Epic Game Launcher and stop buying good reasons to use the Epic Game Launcher. Because that's what's driving a lot of people over. You know, it's like, oh, hey, you can play Borderlands 3 on here, and we're going to make it so it's exclusive to that. We're going to make it so Metro is exclusive to Epic, except for the fact that you can totally get it on the PC Game Pass for Xbox. That's weird. But I bought games on Epic, so I'm not into the whole boycotting them and everything else. Especially since Supergiant put Hades on there. I love Supergiant's games, and Hades is shaping up to be one of their best games. Absolutely, right up there with Transistor, Bastion, Pyre. It's looking to be phenomenal. Actually, what am I doing down here? I should go up and spar, because I've essentially played all the mini games already. Unless there was something you wanted to see, Tyler. Actually, yeah. I really liked, I'm one of the few people, when Watch Dogs came out, I played that game to completion. I actually liked the story. Aiden was pretty much just a cardboard box kind of the whole game, but I liked the overall story. But I have Watch Dogs 2. I have not played it. I heard it's better in every way. I just haven't gotten around to it. I still haven't gotten to playing Assassin's Creed Origins. But Watch Dogs Legion, yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to that one. The mechanic is interesting. Here's where that gets really funny with me, though, is if I recall correctly, Watch Dogs originally was made as a Driver sequel. I was about to say a spiritual successor. And of course, Driver San Francisco had a mechanic where you could jump around and use everyone's cars. I love that game. That game is phenomenal. And I'm curious how the whole mechanic for being able to recruit anyone and use them is going to work. Is everyone going to have their own stats? How is it going to work out for the story? I want to see more than a lot of the E3 demo reel that we got.
Excuse me.
There's, I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I want to see some actual gameplay first. All right, let's try some of the sparring.
I have the perfect sparring partner for you. This is Red Tiger. You may start immediately.
So I think with the sparring in this, it's pretty much just to help you with your main attack abilities like these. It teaches you the moves. I don't know how to feel about that. Because with how techniques worked in the original Shenmue, and I know I already talked about I talked about this earlier, But in the original Shenmue, you learn the techniques by actually performing them. And it was cleverly done because the characters would explain things, like if you wanted to do the pit blow, they're like, you know, focus all of your energy forward and then attack. And you translate that in your head as like, oh, I push forward and B. And it worked exactly like that, you know, again, provided you weren't cheating by looking at the VMU. It was a great teaching tool to have you learn moves, and you could learn the moves naturally that way too, without having to rely on scroll techniques or other people. It was a phenomenal way to do combat, and I'm not sure how to feel about it in this game yet. It's not bad, but games like Yakuza have really stepped up how combat like this works. And here's the other thing I'm worried about with this combat. So this is a one-on-one fight. I want to know how this is going to work for when you're fighting multiple people. Because that's always been the big draw with Shenmue games, you know, fighting multiple people. You had the 70-man battle in the first game. You had the battles in the second game with more people. So the combat just feels really oriented for one-on-one. I'm curious how multi-battles will work then, if they're going to be in the game at all. From what I saw in the promotional trailers and everything else, it looks like they will. But there's, I don't know, actually, that's something I didn't check yet. Because I didn't check the fighting up there. Just the sparring. I keep pushing Y to open the menu. Come on, Drew. You gotta stop getting Shenmue out of your head. You gotta get Shenmue out of your head so you can play Shenmue.
Pardon me.
Oh no, I accidentally talked to him.
Have you come to train?
Do I think we'll ever get a new driver game? That is an excellent question.
I just have a question.
The driver series is kind of in stasis, and in a weird way. So, on Uplay right now, you can still buy a copy of Driver Parallel Lines. And, yeah, that's fine, great, you know? Driver Parallel Lines wasn't the worst game, but it really wasn't good. But Driver San Francisco, I still think, is the best driver game, like right up there next to 2. It's got a great concept. The story, while it's cheesy, it's delivered very well. The voice acting in that game is tremendous. It's some of the best I've seen in a game. And it really sells the entire thing from beginning to end. With such a story where it kind of becomes predictable, where they're trying to hit you with all these twists, that's besides the point. Anyways, you can't buy Driver San Francisco on Uplay anymore. Can't buy it on Steam. They delisted it from the Xbox 360 and the PS3. That's weird. It's the most recent game. And I'm still curious why it got delisted. If it was for, like, copyrighted music reasons, I don't know. But you can still, if you look out there, actually I think GameStop still sells keys. You can still buy a key and play it on PC. Punch in the Uplay code and it works fine. But for them to just stop selling it anymore, that's weird. So the only way you can realistically play the game is to hope you can find a key on Steam, or to go out and buy a 360 and PS3 copy, because Ubisoft just doesn't sell it. But you can still buy Parallel Lines. So, I don't know. That's bizarre. So, for us seeing a new driver game, I think that's what Watch Dogs is. Watch Dogs is driver now. Especially since, from what I remember hearing about with the original Watch Dogs, that was supposed to be a driver game initially. And then they moved development over to it because I guess San Francisco either didn't sell well enough or they wanted to move on from the series. Test Drive Unlimited. I did play Test Drive Unlimited. I don't remember...
Excuse me.
I don't remember which test drive I played. I used to actually play a lot of driving games when I was a kid. The big one for me was Gran Turismo 2 on the PlayStation. Alright, we're going to try a fight.
A fight? Very well. Your first opponent shall be Red Tiger.
Oh, I don't get to do...
Our least skilled monk, but do not underestimate him.
I don't get to do multi-battles? I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe after you beat all of them, we're like, okay, Renew, you're doing really good. Great job. And now you got to fight them all at once. Have fun, dummy. Especially since at the beginning of this, I got my ass kicked from the first guy I fought. Oh, shit. Speaking of. Well, thank you, Tyler. I used to stream quite a bit. I haven't done it in forever. I wasn't actually sure how well this stream was going to turn out, but from the looks of it, like, OBS isn't freaking out, my computer's not freaking out. Seems to be running fine, so I'm actually really happy with this. This makes me want to stream more. Because I've been trying to claw my way back to YouTube forever, but work's just been keeping me so busy.
Excuse me.
But streaming, I could do this for a couple hours, like every day, like almost every day, no problem. I do like that the game does this, although I'm hit and miss about this stamina system, because again, what happens when you run out of food? I guess I could run in circles for a while or do a bunch of fights and see what happens when my stamina just completely runs out. I imagine they just kind of give me a fail state where the demo ends. It's gonna be a long time before we see new Grand Theft Auto. GTA Online's still doing incredibly well. Red Dead Online's doing something, I think. That one's really hit and miss with a lot of people, from what I understand. A lot of the stuff you really want, it just involves paying too much for the gold bars. That might be better now, but I haven't checked in with it. Can I not grapple people anymore? Boy, I'm gonna pit blow the hell out of you. Nice. Yeah, because Yu Suzuki did say that the story wasn't going to end with Shenmue 3. I think what we're going to get with Shenmue 3 is we're going to get a nice close to... Oh, I get ranks. I think we're going to get a close to some of the character stories. Especially with characters like Nozomi. Actually, when the game does come out, I do plan on streaming it. I backed the hell out of this game. I think I put around 102. Can I just not eat? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can't run anymore. Oh, so that's what happens if you don't eat. It looks like your stamina just comes back up to a set amount. Yeah, I think we're going to get some closure to some of the character stories. But back to what I was saying. I went high-end with this, and one of the things they said they were going to give for some of the backer codes is you're going to be able to get a calling card to call a lot of the characters from the previous games. I'm curious how that's going to work. Because they said you'd be able to call up people like Tom and Nozomi. So, yeah. I hope Shenmue 3 does incredibly well. I mean, it deserves it. Yu Suzuki deserves to have his baby do well. But, I know he said it's not going to be the end. So, I guess it'll really depend on how well Shenmue 3 sells. Because if Shenmue 3 goes on to sell incredibly well, yeah, we'll definitely get a 4 or a 5. Maybe a 5 is what I meant. But but specifically for 3, if it doesn't sell well, I'm not sure what it'll do. Because you got to remember, the original Shenmue story was split into chapters, with the first game being, if I remember correctly, Chapter 1, and then Chapter 2 is the manga. And then chapters, I think it was like 3, 4, and 5. It's been so long since I looked. Those were all Shenmue 2. And then the story was supposed to finish up with Shenmue 3 because he originally intended for it to be a trilogy. But that's not happening anymore, I was about to say, because he said he's wanted to make more. All right, we got plenty of time. I don't want to go and do the fight this time because I already did it before. already over an hour into the stream, and I've just been messing around. I want to go play the turtle racing again, because I want to see if I can just destroy my thumbs winning tokens. Oh, this guy's going to talk to me again.
Over here. You can't play
yeah, definitely. With the game slated to come out in November, it's got to go gold by next month. All right, we're going to do the turtle race again, because this was fun.
Excuse me.
Hey there.
Oops,
Come to
I accidentally
play?
talked to him again.
I recommend Bailu Village's own turtle racing.
So,
Do you know a bookie?
there's separate buttons in this for attack, for talking and playing the mini games, which is great. But I've played so much of the original games that I just mash A, going, "Oh, I'm gonna play this."
Sean's a good guy. I owe him because he gave me permission to do business here.
I see.
Oh, that's different dialogue than I saw last time.
Turtle races, huh?
Hey, here to play? I recommend Bailu Village's own turtle racing. How much will you put down?
All right, so the last time I played this, I kind of realized you could like win this just by, you know, pushing the buttons correctly. So I'm curious if I bet the max amount, if I can do the same, or if it'll make it harder because I bet more. If Shenmue 3 came out 2 years ago, like when it was originally supposed to come out, you know, from the trailers and everything else that we got for the graphics, gameplay, everything else, I don't think the combat would have been nearly as polished. As a matter of fact, I think if it came out in December, the combat would have resembled the original games a lot more. Less areas, less mini games. I think it just, realistically, if it came out 2 years ago, Shenmue 3 would have just been story-focused so they could finish the plot. And not even just finish the plot for, you know, this game. Get it ready for the next ones, too. Yeah, this minigame is just... Again, if you hate your thumbs, this is easily abusable. Because I remember Yu Suzuki saying that in an interview, too. That he was still going to go ahead with making the game, even if they only had the backer money and the Sony money. Dang. Yeah, there's... Even in just this little bit of an area, it's pretty amazing all the stuff you can do. So you got a lot of the original, you know, mini games and everything else that you can play, but there's a couple new ones, like the turtle racing we just did. You know, chopping wood for money, and again, this isn't the only area. I bet there's a lot more stuff you can do. I noticed there's ingredients you can pick up, like right here. So I'm curious if there's a minigame related to those, because I don't think you can just straight up eat them. No, you can't. Black garlic. Yeah, this is... Okay, so a lot of this in here is definitely polished. This looks great. Down from the menus to the interface, this feels like a Shenmue game. One of the things I was kind of curious if they were going to do is kind of go the Yakuza route and streamline a lot of things, but no. Getting around's definitely a lot faster. There was another person on here, I don't know if they're still here, Stacks. They mentioned a good point with how the camera worked. And how it's a lot more zoomed out and not over the shoulder like it was in the original games. The original games had a really personal touch with the camera, having you, you know, zoom in and look at everything, and you can still do that in this. But a lot of the polish went into making these controls not tank-like. Ryu does not handle terribly in this game. He zips around like it. And this is all just from, you know, playing Shenmue 1 and 2. It's not even talking about any other video game at this point. Because if we were comparing it to any other video game, it's like, yeah, you know, these controls are a little funky, but no, comparing it to Shenmue 1, these are great. What's that? I think Landy will defeat in Shenmue 3. No, I don't think so. I think what's going to happen in Shenmue 3 is, what he was trying to set out to do the whole time. He's going to finally, he's going to get access to both the mirrors, and cause whatever world-ending catastrophe he was saying was going to happen. Or, you know, we never actually knew it was going to happen. We always kind of assumed it would be a world-ending catastrophe because of that Shenmue Online trailer. I'm just walking around doing nothing. I could be playing the game. No, I don't think he'll be defeated in this game. Especially if they plan on doing more sequels. Okay, can I do anything with these bits, or can I only use them to
Hi there. Buy some tokens if you want
play
to
games?
It's 10 you're on for 100 tokens. How many do you want?
Absolutely none.
Maybe next time.
Come again.
So, can I only... Alright, so I think I get it. Especially since there's exclusive stuff that you can get from playing the minigames. So you can play some of these to earn some of the tokens, and then you use those tokens to play the minigames where you can actually earn items. Let's see. Forklifts are back in Shenmue 3. Yeah, that's neat. I'm curious how that's going to work out. Because, I mean, yeah, forklift driving was huge in the first game. I'm insanely curious... if again that's going to be regulated for the end game, if it's going to be like implemented into the game where you can just kind of go wherever. I'm really curious about where you can go in this, because of course the original games were broken up by separate discs, so there were certain places you could and couldn't go depending on where you were in the story. Obviously we don't have to worry about that here. Time to earn some bananas. So if like you can go back and keep doing the forklift as a job, yeah, exactly. Here it's going to be a job. If you can just keep going back to it and doing it as a job, if you can travel to all these different areas and play these mini games, if you're really set in a strict time to get everything done, because Shenmue 1 and 2 are pretty gracious with the amount of time that they gave you. To get everything done.
Not bad. Will you keep going?
Nah, I got some bananas.
Maybe
Hope.
Alright, so was that just one? It was just one banana. But that one banana heals 300, so that's kind of worth it. Alright, so we'll try the one thing I didn't win yet. That's gonna be it. Oh, God, look. Oh, wow. That's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, this. Oh, nope. Nope, we're done. That's it. That's it. Round bread. Oh, no. Oh.
It's hard to leave on a low note, isn't it?
You're not wrong.
Will you try again? Now then, pick a platform.
Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I was completely wrong about the tokens, because these ones actually cost money. Huh. Okay. So what are the tokens for? Just for playing the mini games? Because I thought I could go back to this and it'd just be like, oh yeah, all those tokens I got, I can use them to just keep playing this to get stuff. Truck driver. I don't know truck driver. Wasn't there a truck driving game that let you drive around a few states though? I forget which one that was. I remember it was on Steam. I had a friend who played it a lot. He loved it to pieces. He picked up the DLC every time it came out. Kind of odd to see a truck driving game come out on consoles first and then come out on PC later. I've never actually heard about that. Because pretty much every truck driving game I know is a PC game. Alright, we're trying this again. Because, hey, we don't actually have to worry about losing any money since it's just the trial. No, you can't lose in that one. You need to lose in the other one.
You'll get over here.
This isn't a slump. This is personal now. I am getting this Jester doll thing. American Truck Simulator. Yep, that was it. Yeah, he played that one religiously. Really liked it. The truck driving simulator's never been my cup of tea, but I do understand why people enjoy playing them. Oh, no! Yes! Good. Good. Give me the clown plush doll.
That one goes to you. You'll...
Why would... I don't know. I already got one. He's like, you want another one? Get it for the kids. Okay. After a fancy clown. Huh. Okay. Then it pokes its head out. I could do anything. Okay. Okay. No memes. No memes. No memes. This has been very meme-free so far. You are louder than the soundtrack, my good sir. Ma'am. Can I talk to you at all? Yeah, it, what is going on here? I can't go into the poll. I was trying to do it. Yeah, especially some of the updated tracks from the previous games, it's so nice to hear them modernized this way. Of course, that's not to say the original Shenmue's soundtracks were bad. I think my biggest problem is there wasn't enough music to go around in the first game. The second game kind of fixed that, but not really. And just in this, there's different music tracks depending on, like, the different areas you go to. I want to see how much music you're going to get in the soundtrack. Because there's already been quite a few tracks so far. Okay. So, it's past 6 o'clock in the game. I know you get about an hour of game time to just walk around and do everything in this area. But it is kind of small. So, I forgot to pick up a map this playthrough.
This is... guess I'll take it.
But, yeah, I'm hoping it's... it definitely seems like it's a lot more varied, and I'm hoping that applies to the full game.
Guess I'll take it.
So there's 2 maps here. Can I go to the other area? Did I check everything up here? I didn't go to Shenmue's house yet. That's the one thing I haven't done. Now that I've done everything else. By the way, just because I can't see the stream, and I don't know if OBS is lying to me, is this running in 30 frames or 60 frames? I think OBS is saying it's running in 30, but OBS is also telling me that the recording is in 60. That might just be my computer telling me that, though.
This is the wrong way.
Nope, I can't go to Shenmue's house. Huh. I like that this is all separated and you can quickly flip through stuff. One of my biggest pet peeves in the first game was having to flip all the way back to the first page to get the phone numbers if you forgot any of them. I kept notes for this game religiously. Yeah, it's OBS isn't saying I'm dropping any frames or anything. Like, thank God for that. That was my biggest worry, was it was going to look like it runs like crap. I'll check it afterwards. It's probably running at 30. But it's whatever. If it is, it's fine. I'm just glad it's running fine. I like this map system. It doesn't tell you where you are, but that's fine. I couldn't get to Shenmue's house if I wanted to. It's all the way over there. So, yeah, this really is the only spots I can go to in this. Huh. A little more limiting than what I thought it was going to be, especially since in the notes and the PDF and everything else, it kind of seemed like there'd be more to do. What game to stream after this? That is an excellent question. I don't know if I'm going to stream again after this. I kind of wanted to run this as a test because I haven't streamed in forever. But if I do stream again, I might stream again tomorrow, mood depending. I might have to go back and play a channel favorite just because it's been years, and we might have to play Blood Wings again. I don't think that would make for a good stream for the next one, though. I don't know. That's an excellent question. I'll have to look through a couple of... I have a lot... My backlist on Steam scares me. I have over 1,000 games in my Steam catalog, and I've probably played about half of them. I couldn't tell you how many of them I've completed, but I've played a lot of them. Oh, why are you stopping? Oh. But, I think it would be fun to go through a lot of my Steam backlog and just find games I haven't played and just kind of experiencing them for the first time. I think that'd be fun. Plan on doing a PS4 collection later. I can stream from my PS4. I don't have a capture card, but the last time I streamed, it was Undertale. The quality on that was absolutely dreadful. I regret that stream. It was terrible. I've got the tools and utilities now to make it stream better. Oh, can I fish? Oh, please tell me I can fish. I guess I'd actually need a fishing rod to do that. I have a strange obsession with fishing in video games. I love it.
I think I can fish here.
Yeah. Can I fish? Can I get... But PS4 games I have quite a few. Right now I'm finishing up the campaign in Monster Hunter Ice World. Ice World. Jesus, I'm exhausted. I've been up since about 5 o'clock from work. Oh, I think the demo's ending. Oh, nope, it's just doing the night transition. Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Been going through that. I love that to pieces. I've been playing Monster Hunter since Freedom Unite on the PSP.
So dark. Maybe I should head back to Shenhua's house.
Will the game let me? It wasn't gonna let me before. But yeah, I've got quite the PS4 collection. Actually, you know what would be really fun to do? I have a PlayStation VR. I love that thing to pieces. And there's quite a few games on it that I think would be great for streaming. I have Monster in the Deep, the Final Fantasy game. It looks dreadful on a stock PlayStation 4. But I remember saving a couple of funny videos from my last time playing it. That'd be a fun one to do. If I can get a secondary camera set up, it'd be really fun to stream some VR games. Oh my gosh, yeah. I actually went back and played the original Monster Hunter after I played Freedom Unite for the PS2, and I was just kind of blown away how much better
I should head back.
The series got from there. So I really... It says I should go back to Shenmue's, but I can't, so I guess we're not doing it. Oh, actually, let me go back and check the minigame stalls, because I remember there were a couple of empty seats there. There might be someone there since the time's different. Yeah, just the differences between regular Monster Hunter and Freedom Unite were just kind of night and day. But from that point on, I was a huge fan of the games. And World's just been incredible. Did a lot to streamline the games without dumbing down on aspects and improving pretty much everything else. I could definitely recommend Monster Hunter World to anyone, for longtime fan, person fresh out of the series. And those are great. Oh, yep, hey, there's someone there. Is this just another version of Roll It on Top?
This is...
It's Flower, Bird,
Nope.
Wind, and Moon. Want to try?
I don't know how to play this one. High stakes, win fourfold. Select the symbol. Those keyboard keys I'm seeing up at the top, I don't regret using a controller for this now. What? FXCNV. What the heck? Okay. Sure, I'll play. I have no idea how. We'll do 200 to stay safe. Steambot Chronicles. I've heard of it. Have not played it, though. I remember seeing that in GameStop a long time ago, and I was like, oh, that box looks cool. Was that the one with mechs and, it was like an RPG? I don't remember. I remember reading about it. Okay, no new instructions. Put it there.
Coming in.
Ah, okay. It's like one of those, it's like one of those, penny coin tunnels that you see at malls and stuff like that. Oh, am I gonna... Oh, first try. Yeah, I remember passing up Steambot Chronicles. I bought Rogue Galaxy instead. I love that game.
Things are just heating up.
Nah, I'm good.
Maybe some other time.
So, is that really all you can do with the tokens? You can't do anything else with them? Can't trade them in for stuff? I just find that weird. I guess, like, it's so, if you don't have any money, you know, and you have a crap load of tokens, you can still play some of the mini games, but, you know, your prize is just getting more tokens. I don't know. It's like one of those weird, like, coin pusher apps or blackjack apps you get on your phone where it's just a simple blackjack game. Oh, look, it's the drunk.
Excuse me.
Do you enjoy dice games?
Oh.
Would you like to play some dice?
I think he just spoke on top of himself.
Number than me, and you win.
Could make your own music in the game, which is neat. Oh, that's cool. That is neat.
I need your help with something.
I love games that let you do that. I remember when Octavia came out for Warframe, I just kind of obsessively sat there in the Soma Court and made songs for like hours. And it was just a simple beat generator. You couldn't do anything major with it, but I had so much fun.
Roll it on top.
Roll it on top.
Place your bet. How much will it be?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely yes. I could just hit the max bet button, Drew. He just interrupted himself again.
Total of.
Oh, great. This could go either way.
Who knows how this will turn out?
And I win. Snooze, you lose, Gramps.
11. Congratulations.
I get all my money. Nice.
Your luck
It's not
is
money, it's
reliable.
tokens.
Will you keep playing?
Okay, so, like, at the beginning of the stream when I was playing the turtle race, I was like, this seems incredibly easy. And a simple way to get money. But, yeah, with the tokens, it's definitely not. Well, I didn't want to talk to you either. Alright, we've got half an hour left. I might wrap the stream up after the demo kicks me out. But I'm not sure. I wonder if there's anything else that you can do in this that I haven't seen yet.
Hello?
Pretty sure I've seen just about everything now. The only thing I haven't done is bought more capsule toys.
A game can't hurt.
These construction capsule toys are absolutely ridiculous. So these things, you know, they're really pretty much kind of like the size of a Kinder Egg, but just look what comes out of them!
This is great.
Yeah, actually, I played it when the next update came out. I was liking it, but my biggest problem was the stack size for things. I hated it. Where it was like a max of like 1,000 or 500 or something like that. I couldn't stand that. I was looking for forklift. I was looking for a mod, a consistent mod I could use to permanently increase the stack size, and I know I would have kept playing the game after that. Because I just couldn't stand how limited it was every time I played, and there just wasn't enough storage space for anything. I had to have played it for about 10 hours, and I eventually got to the point where I got, you know, better guns, better ships, and I was really getting into it. I think something else came up, and I just stopped playing. I don't remember what it was. But then they said that they had, you know, the next update coming out for, and I'm like, I'll just wait for that then. Maybe things will be better. And yeah, from what I'm hearing, it's kind of shaped up. Oh, and we're done. It's shaped up into the game that it was always meant to be. And I wasn't big on the hype when the game was first announced. It was I kind of had the same opinion a lot of other people did. It's like, you know, this game looks pretty, it looks great, it looks nice, but what do you do with it? And it was always just, the answer was always kind of a fat load of nothing, where it was, you got stuff to get more stuff, to improve your stack sizes, to improve your inventory, to get more stuff. I'm like, all right, that might be fun to some people, but I kind of want something more substantial. And I didn't really feed into the hype. But once again, people were having fun with it. That's great. All right. So that was the Shenmue 3 backer trial. Yeah, I loved it. I cannot wait to play that full game. I am really excited for it now. Just the little bit that's there, and I'm pretty sure that's only just a fraction of what the full thing's going to be. I can't wait. That's wow, it's about to say it's just going to be about a month, 2 months away now. Yeah. I'm going to be obsessively playing that. And then everything else I want is going to be coming out in, you know, next year. Everything's coming out. Thank you, Tyler. But yeah, back to No Man's Sky. I didn't buy it. I didn't really want it for the price they were asking for. $60 just kind of seemed too much for what it was. I eventually picked it up from Humble Bundle for $20, and that was a fair price to pay. But with all the content in it, it's definitely a good price to pay for that game now. So, I'll review the footage for the stream afterwards. Everything looks like it came out great. I actually have an animated still that I made for this, because this logo is actually supposed to like animate and rotate and look like a Sega Genesis logo. That'll be working by the next stream, because again, I just wanted to run this, test this quick, make sure it was all working. Doesn't look like OBS crashed or anything else. I'm very happy with the results so far. I think it will be when I review the footage too. But thank you for everyone who did show up. For, you know, if you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, thank you very much for watching this. This was pretty much a test, but I did really want to play this and get my thoughts out on it. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to play it. I think it's going to be great, especially for longtime Shenmue fans who have been waiting decades for this now. It's a hell of a lot more polished than it was a couple of years ago. Yeah, I can't wait. My DM on, I'm not actually sure. That's a great question. I'm pretty sure it is. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end the stream here. Again, thank you so much for watching. I will be streaming more in the future. I might set up, I finally have weekends off in my job. I might just set up either Fridays or Saturdays to do more streaming. And we'll pick out some fun games to play. I've got quite a lot to go through. There's dozens and dozens of things I'd like to give a chance. And, for first impressions for these kinds of games are always fun. I promise I won't be as much of a stuttering mess next time too. I'm exhausted, but I wanted to try this. So yeah, again, thank you for everyone who came, and if you're watching this afterwards, thank you very much. We're gonna end it here. Everyone have a fantastic day, and goodbye.